The great house at Cullenwood in the year 1841, when the Cullens family lived under the terror of a century-and-a-half-old curse. On this night, Morgan Cullens, having learned the truth about his wife Catherine and his cousin Bramwell, has locked Bramwell in the dreaded room in the West Wing. Catherine has pleaded with Morgan to have mercy on Bramwell and let him out. Morgan has finally agreed, and the two are on their way to the West Wing, Catherine unaware of the treachery that is soon to occur.
I can't hear anything.
He's probably down in the secret file room. I'll get the key.
Morgan, thank you.
Please don't thank me.
You won't regret it. I promise you.
I'm sure I won't.
Morgan, no! What are you doing?
You don't believe I believed a word you said, do you?
Morgan, you're not going to shut me up in this room.
Oh. Yes, but I am, my dear unfaithful wife.
No, you can't. You can't.
You and Bramwell wanted to be together. Well, you are together. You are together like James and Amanda, and I hope you rot together like James and Amanda.
Just as you did Bramwell, you tricked me.
I plead guilty, my dear, on both counts.
Well, you listen to me, Morgan. I would rather die with Bramwell than live with you one more day.
Then you have your wish, don't you? Goodbye, Catherine. Catherine!
Oh, Bramwell! Oh, thank God you're alive. You're alive.
How did you get in this room?
Morgan. He pretended to come to let you out. And he locked me in.
You can't stay here. We have to find a way to get you out of here.
No, I don't care anymore. I just want to stay here with you.
But the child that you're carrying must live.
There's no future for me or the child. Not without you.
We've got to find a way to get you out of here.
O'clock. Time is creeping by.
How is Melanie?
No change.
If there is to be a change, it won't happen until tomorrow morning.
I feel like tomorrow morning is a year away. If only I had gone into that room myself.
Don't torture yourself. It isn't your fault.
It's just that I feel so useless. I wanted to fight this thing. And now someone else is doing it for me.
It doesn't matter who went into the room. The curse will never end.
Julia, stop talking that way!
It's been going on for 160 years, Kendrick. It will continue until there is not one Cullens left alive.
So all you can do is stand here and feel defeated.
Don't you think that I would like to help Bramwell? kill the ghost of Brutus Collins? I don't know how to.
Julia, what if we brought Carrie Stokes here, held a seance? Maybe we could make the ghost of Brutus Collins appear.
No, Kendrick. We have tried that, and it brought us more trouble. As a matter of fact, there isn't anything that you can think of that we haven't tried.
Kendrick, Julia is right. The curse is more powerful than all of us put together.
I might have been able to prove otherwise if you hadn't interfered.
I should think you'd be grateful to me. After all, I saved your life.
I don't remember asking you to.
Now stop arguing, the two of you. Morgan, did you talk to Catherine?
Yes, I did.
How is she?
She's fine, I assume.
What do you mean, you assume?
Catherine is gone.
Gone?
Catherine has left Collinwood forever.
What do you mean she's gone forever?
We discussed our marital differences calmly and in an adult fashion. I made my decision and she made hers. She decided to leave.
Just like that, without saying goodbye to any of us?
Catherine didn't say goodbye to you. Well, that's not like her.
Morgan, I want to talk to you alone. Kendrick, would you excuse us for a moment?
Julia, I am a member of the family now. I have every right to stay.
I'm sorry, Kendrick. It's important that I talk to Morgan alone.
Very well.
I wasn't aware that we had anything to discuss, Julia.
Catherine is going to have Bramwell's child, isn't she? You don't even have to answer. Your reaction is enough.
Now you know the reason for the fainting spells.
Somehow I knew they were more than just fainting spells, but I never dreamed anything like this. I'm terribly sorry, Morgan.
You needn't be. I will survive.
How did you find out?
I followed Catherine last night. Instead of going to the old house, she went to the gazebo with him. Strangely enough, that's not what upset me. You see, they were talking about a child. Their child.
You don't have to talk about it anymore if you don't want to.
I knew then and there what I had to do. I wanted my revenge in the form of poetic justice.
And that's why you tricked Bramwell into going to the locked room.
Yes.
It's ironic, isn't it? It's exactly the way the curse started originally. When Brutus did it. The wife of a Collins lover was locked into that room, and then... Morgan. Morgan, you lied. You lied when you said Catherine had gone. She hasn't gone at all. You've done exactly what Brutus did. You locked her in that room with Bramwell.
I'm going to try and break down that door.
It's no use. We're here at least until morning, if not longer.
No, our child must live.
I suddenly feel so tired.
Sit down, my darling. Sit over here.
Yes.
I'll try the door. I'm going to get you out of here.
What's happening?
Catherine's
Something's happening. Catherine, are you all right? Oh, thank heavens you're all right.
Why do you keep calling me Catherine? My name is Amanda.
Catherine, he's trying to possess you.
There is nothing anyone can do.
Yes, there is. Fight. You must fight.
No. There is only one way for us to have peace.
Catherine, you have the willpower.
No! Brutus will never set us free. You know that.
I will not believe that, and you mustn't believe it either.
First, you must kill me. Then you must kill yourself.
No, Catherine.
And if you won't do it, I shall.
That knife wasn't here before. Where did it come from?
No! No, I must die!
No, you must live, Catherine! You must live! You are not Amanda! You are Catherine, my Catherine! You will not have her, Brutus! She is mine, and you will not take her from me!
I don't see what difference it makes where Catherine is gone. She is gone, and that's all there is to that.
You have locked her in the room. Admit it.
I will admit nothing. And I'd rather not talk on this subject, if you don't mind.
Morgan, be reasonable. You were in love with her once. That must mean something to you.
It means absolutely nothing to me. As far as I'm concerned, Catherine Harridge does not exist.
You have lost your mind completely.
Is that all you have to say, Julia?
No, please, Morgan. Morgan, I beg you. Let me have the key. Let me go upstairs and unlock the room.
I do not have the key. And if I did, I would not give it to you. Now, I am going out for a stroll, Julia. Good night.
Morgan, Morgan, come back!
Julia, what happened?
Something terrible. We've got to find the key to that room.
Why?
Because I'm certain that Morgan has locked Catherine in there with Bramwell. Come.
Look at me, Catherine. You know who you are.
Yes,
You are not Amanda.
I know. I just don't know what happened, that's all.
You let your guard down. You allowed the spirit of Brutus to enter your mind.
But I didn't feel anything. Only drowsy.
You can't afford to do that any more than I can. We must exert every bit of willpower we have.
So
Whatever happens tonight, you must remain Catherine and I must remain Bramwell. Now listen to me. You have the strength to make it through the night. We both have. Stay where you are, Catherine.
Oh, what is it? What's happening?
He's here with us. Brutus, show your face to me. Show yourself, Brutus. I challenge you to fight me, but I beseech you, leave Catherine alone.
Grandma, why is it so cold?
You must show yourself. You must show me you.
Grandma, what is it?
He's choking me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, Catherine.
Fight him, Bramwell. Fight him.
No, no, no.
Grandma, are you all right?
Yes, I am now. I must heed my own advice. I wasn't ready for that. He will try once more before this night's over.
There are too many rooms in this house. We'll never find the key. He could have hid it in anywhere. He might still have it on him.
You're right, Kendrick. We don't have a chance unless Morgan changes his mind and decides to tell us where it is.
Which Morgan is not going to do. How dare you come in and search this room?
You gave us no choice.
Get out of here, both of you!
No. No, I'm very glad we came in here, because now I know that my suspicions are justified.
What are you talking about?
Catherine could conceivably have left without saying goodbye to anyone, but she would not leave without her clothing and her jewelry. They are still here.
So they are.
You have locked her in the room, haven't you?
What are you laughing about?
Oh, your concern over our domestic little triangle. Yes, I locked her in the room, and with her lover. And they just may stay there beyond the morning. I haven't quite made up my mind yet.
Oh, you know that that door must be open tomorrow morning.
I know no such thing, Julia. You see, there are no more rules anymore. I have taken over at last. And what a pleasant sensation it is not to be at the mercy of anything or anyone, to be my own master. The master of Collinwood.
Lost your mind.
No, quite the contrary. I have regained my senses. You know, I am the master of Collinwood. I have such sympathy for Brutus. How misunderstood he was. But Brutus got his revenge, didn't he? Oh, yes. And I'm getting mine.
More minutes.
I know.
Julie, if the curse isn't over, I'll have lost Melanie forever. I don't think I'll be able to bear it.
We'll know very soon.
Excuse me. I thought you'd like to know that I'm going to open the room.
I knew you see it that way.
I'm going there now.
We'll come with you.
No! You and Kendrick are going to stay here. I am going there alone.
But why, Morgan?
This is my moment. And I want it for myself.
I have as much right to be there as you do.
Kendrick! Your only concern at this moment is Melanie. I think you should worry about
I am coming with you.
Very well. I'm not. You see, I'm the only one who knows where the key is. Now, do I go alone or don't I?
Let him go alone, Kendrick.
All right, go. But I'll be waiting right here.
Good. There's also something else I'd like to warn you against. If I'm followed, there may be trouble.
Julie, what are we going to do?
Don't know. In his present state, he frightens me.
There's no way I can lose this time, Bramwell. If it's either death or insanity, I will have won. And if somehow you have defied all the odds that are still against you, then I will have to use this